How you guys doing? This is Ray. Another segment for my video of the week. This week is the topic is the seven forms of pride. The forms of pride is spiritual pride, pride of the appearance, pride of your opinion, pride of your intellect, pride of your success, pride of your power, and also pride of prosperity. Now let's break this down. Spiritual pride. Now, I'm guilty of this, and a lot of us Christians who are out there trying to save souls, a lot of times, well, most of the time, when we run into another Christian, especially for me, I'm a Sabbath keeper. Most Christians out there are Sunday keepers. That right there can cause friction, and that is what I'm trying to avoid. We have to come in with love. It has to be love. That's the first and foremost. And then we have to share the word of Christ and what it is. I've learned to stop being so, I learned to stop proselyting and also being dogmatic about my beliefs because it's really about Jesus and love. So spiritual pride is something that we have to check because the most important thing is this. The goal is to build friendship, to connect, to engage, to communicate, and to be one. Number two is the pride of appearance. Now, pride of appearance is this. A lot of us who are stuck in this will do anything to have themselves appear as if everything is doing well in life. And, unfortunately, there are some who judges us by the way we look, and what I mean by that is the way we look in terms of what type of car we drive, what kind of shoes we wear, what kind of clothes we wear. Is it name brand? The size of your house, and so we want to make sure that we're always, looking as if we're doing really good when we're not. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go all, looking scrubby and everything, depending on your economic situation, but be decent. And I truly feel that less is best and make the most out of what you have and just pretty much give a good impression. Clean up, comb your hair, shave, wash your clothes, that type of things. Make sure that your hygiene is okay. Appearance goes a long way, especially if you're in business. First impression always counts. But you don't have to show as if I am doing so well when you're really not. You don't really have to go there. But pride of appearance, I'm pretty sure all of you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Pride of opinion. Now, this is something that I really had to work on, especially because people who are highly opinionated, which is good, but at the same time we have to be very, very careful. And I'm talking to Christians because you have the world and you also have your beliefs, and if you're very well versed in the Bible, you have to really be careful about your opinions because you can offend someone, and you have to ask yourself, what is more important, connecting to someone who you may bring to Christ, if that is your goal, or you connecting to someone that they may work with you if you're in business, or possibly just someone to be there as a friend to help you through your hard times. So opinions we have to remember that everyone has one, and that's exactly what it is. An opinion is just an opinion. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. Pride of intellect. This is something that that also kind of goes with appearance. A lot of times we dress nice. We wanna appear as if we're so intellect that we're well schooled, and we use hard words, or we put a lot of facts and too much facts sometimes, and that kind of trickles down to where if you're highly opinionated in your intellect and you look at the person you're talking to and you think they're not the same intellectual level as you are because they don't have the same opinion, or the fact of that the way they appear is they don't look successful like you do, and at the same time too, because maybe you are more well versed in the Bible and you pray more and you go to church all the time, and you just think you're way better than this person, be careful of that. Remember, in God's eyes, we're all the same. And number five is fear of success. I'm sorry, fear of success. Pride of success. Pride of success. Now, what is success? To most people, success could be the fact of that. All your kids are all getting straight A's, or you had a promotion at your job, or you have finally achieved the economic goal that you have, that you're able to live life a little bit more fuller now, and that you're able to purchase that house, get that dream job, success. Be careful with that. Always stay humble. Number six is pride of power. Perhaps you are a business owner, perhaps you're a manager, perhaps you are you stand in your community, or perhaps you are a pastor or an elder in church, and you have this power where people will follow you, especially for managers. Remember, pride of power in a job. I want to ask you this. Majority of the time, it's not the job. It's not the task of the job. The job is fine. Majority of the time, the reason why you wear out your employees or the people that works for the company is because of the people in power, the manager, possibly the owner, the supervisor, that wears them out. And of course, they learn all these, in books on how to talk to them and everything. But people will read you off the bat. They will know whether you're genuine or not. And if you're in power, you have to even be more humble. I'll give an example. Jesus Christ is very powerful, but yet what did he do? He washed the apostles' feet. He is the one who washed their feet, not the other way around. Now, because of that, I wouldn't doubt that when the apostles were walking with Christ, that Christ probably did a lot of the housework when they're together, and is probably involved in everything they did. He was probably the person that, can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? Even if he's in power, he actually was the one that played as a servant. Remember, in heaven, to make it to heaven, the last will be first and the first will be last. So remember that. So stay humble. And lastly, the pride of prosperity. Prosperity could mean that you have your dream home, or you have a home, you have your two dependable cars, you're able to go on vacation twice a year, you belong to a very, very successful and prominent company, or you have a very, very successful business, or your friends are all wealthy. That could be anything. And prosperity could also entail the rest of the seven forms of pride. It could be because you're prosperous. You have the pride of power. You have the pride of success. You have the pride of intellect. You have the pride of opinion. You have the pride of appearance, and you have the spiritual pride. Because what happened? Because you probably went to a very good school. Your family was very probably set you up really well. So if that is the case, then the more that you have to be even more careful and be sensitive to others, because the goal is to connect and to relate and to prolong that relationship for as long as it can, because you never know. You may be that difference in that person's life. So first and foremost, the seven forms of pride. In order to get rid of that, you have to think of Jesus first, and then love. Jesus and love will enable you to be humble as long as you know the seven forms of pride, which is spiritual pride, pride of appearance, pride of opinion, pride of intellect, pride of success, pride of power, and pride of prosperity. And with that being said, may the Lord bless you today and have a wonderful day. Aloha. This is Ray.